Hello everyone, welcome to all of you on Shining Star classes. This is Kamlesh Sawe here, and today we will discuss about punctuation. Yes, let's study about punctuation. Punctuation is derived from the Latin word punctum, a point. It means the right use of putting in points or stops in writing. भाषा में स्थान विशेष पर रुकने अथवा उतार चढ़ाव आदि दिखाने के लिए जिन चिन्हों का प्रयोग किया जाता है उन्हें विराम चिन्ह कहते हैं। जी हाँ मित्रों, आज हम अध्ययन करेंगे विराम चिन्ह के बारे में। तो आइए सबसे पहले जान लेते हैं कि कौन कौन से विराम चिन्ह मुख्य रूप से लेखन में भूमिका निभाते हैं। तो नोट करना आप बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा, इसको बारी बारी से नोट करते रहिएगा। तो जो सबसे पहला विराम चिन्ह है फुल स्टॉप। फुल स्टॉप को हिंदी में पूर्ण विराम कहते हैं। उसके बाद जो दूसरा विराम चिन्ह है उसका नाम है कॉमा, हिंदी में अल्प विराम कहते हैं। उसके बाद तीसरा जो विराम चिन्ह है उसे सेमीकोलन अर्ध विराम कहते हैं। उसके बाद जो अगला है उसे क्वेश्चन मार्क और हिंदी में प्रश्नवाचक चिन्ह कहते हैं। उसके बाद वाला जो है वह है एक्सक्लामेशन मार्क, उसे हिंदी में विस्मयादि बोधक चिन्ह कहते हैं। उसके बाद जो अगला है उसे डैश, और उसके बाद वाला जो है हाइफन, हिंदी में योजक कहते हैं। और उसके बाद जो है उसे कोटेशन मार्क या इन्वर्टेड कामाज के नाम से जाना जाता है, और हिंदी में उसे उद्धरण चिन्ह कहते हैं। हिंदी में उसे क्या कहते हैं? उद्धरण चिन्ह कहते हैं। तो लेट्स स्टडी अबाउट यूज ऑफ फुल स्टॉप एट द एंड ऑफ ए सेंटेंस। द मेन यूज ऑफ फुल स्टॉप इज टू मार्क द एंड ऑफ ए सेंटेंस दैट इज अ कंप्लीट स्टेटमेंट. It indicates a long pause before a new fresh sentence begins. For example, my name is Ajay and I am a doctor. Second one is the example. She went to market. She bought many vegetables and fruit. And the second point is after initials. Full stop also appear after initials of a person. For example, US means United States, UK means United Kingdom, WB Yeats means William Butler Yeats, and so on. Let's talk about third point, after abbreviations. It is a common practice to use full stops or periods to mark abbreviations. For example, प्रोफेसर को हम क्या लिख देते हैं? सिर्फ प्रॉफ लिख देते हैं। AM for anti-meridian, PM for post-meridian, etc. Full stops can be used after the first letter of each abbreviated word. And then let's talk about the fourth topic, at the end of command. Full stop mark the end of a sentence. That is a command that tells someone to do something. For example, open the door, pick up the eraser from the floor. Let's talk about next point, at the end of indirect questions. Yes dear, we always use full stop in indirect speech. Full stops are used at the end of sentences that are indirect question. For example, I wondered why she bunked the class. He asked me why I missed the concert. In such cases, instead of question mark, full stops are used. Let's talk about the rule number 6 in websites. Full stops or periods are also used in website addresses. For example, www.gmail.com or www.yahoo.com and so on. Let's talk about use of comma, and the first use is use a comma to separate independent clause. Yes. Rule: use a comma before a coordinating conjunction and, but, at, so, are, nor, for. When it joins two complete ideas, he walked down the street, comma, and then he turned the corner. Or you can go shopping with me, comma, or you can go to a movie alone. And the second point is use a comma after an introductory clause or phrase. Rule: use a comma after an introductory clause or phrase. A comma tells reader that the introductory clause or phrase has come to a close and that the main part of the sentence is about to begin. For example, when Ivan was ready to iron, comma, his cat tripped on the cord. And the next point is use a comma between all items in a series. Rule: use a comma to separate each item in a series. A series, a group of three or more items having the same function and form is in a sentence. We bought apples, peaches, and bananas today. It is a series of words. And let's talk about fourth point. Use commas to set off non-restrictive clauses. Rule: use commas to enclose clauses not essential to the meaning of a sentence. These non-essential clauses are called non-restrictive. Clauses which are essentials are called restrictive. Both restrictive and non-restrictive clauses may begin with a relative pronoun such as who, whom, whose, that, which. A relative pronoun refers to the noun or pronoun that precedes it. For example, Stephen Storm, whose show you like, will host a party next week. That is a non-restrictive sentence. Let's talk about 5 point. Use a comma to set up opposites. Rule: an appositive is a noun or pronoun phrase that renames a nearly noun. Appositives offer non-essential information. Non-restrictive appositives are set of which commas. Restrictive opposites are not. Alexander Pope, the Restoration poet, is famous for his monologues. It is a appositive. And then let's talk about rule number 6. Use comma to indicate direct addresses. Rule: when a speaker in a sentence names the person to whom he is speaking, this addressing of his audience is called a direct address. Direct address is indicated by the use of comma or commas depending upon its placement within the sentence. For example, I think, John, you are wrong. John, I think you are wrong. You can see the use of comma. Let's talk about next point. Use commas with dates, address, titles and numbers. Rules for dates. In dates, the year is set off from the rest of sentence with a pair of commas. For example, on October 12, 1890, orders were sent out for the arrest of Sitting Bull. And now we will study about use of semicolon. Yes friend, we will study about use of semicolon. Rule 1. A semicolon can replace a period if the writer wishes to narrow the gap between two closely linked sentences. For example, call me tomorrow, semicolon, you can give me an answer then. And the second rule is use a semicolon before such words and terms as namely, however, therefore, that is, for example, when they introduce a complete sentence, it is also preferable to use comma after these words and terms. Example, bring any two items, semicolon, however, sleeping bags and tents are. And let's talk about rule number third. A semicolon may be used between independent clauses joined by a connector such as and, but, or, nor, etc. when one or more commas appear in the first clause. Example, when I finish here, comma, and I will soon, comma, I will be glad to help you, semicolon, and that is a promise I will keep. Let's talk about rule number 4. Do not capitalize ordinary words after a semicolon. Incorrect, I am here, you are over there. Correct will be I am here, semicolon, you are over there. Now we will study about use of question mark, and the first rule is use the question mark when posing a direct query in an interrogative sentence. This denotes that the speaker is seeking information. Are there any letters for me this morning? Or when did you finish writing that report? You can see question mark in the last of the sentence. And the second rule is use the question mark to turn a statement into a question. This denotes that the speaker is assuming or hoping for a certain reply. For example, you promised to finish going through these invoices, or she did not actually quit her job. And now let's talk about use of exclamation mark. Rule 1. Use an exclamation point to show emotion, emphasis, or surprise. For example, I am sorely shocked by your behavior. Second जो example है hurrah, mark of interjection, we have won. And the second rule is an exclamation point replaces a period at the end of a sentence. It also replaces a mid-sentence comma. Incorrect देखेंगे I am truly shocked by your behavior, इंटरजेक्शन के बाद फुल स्टॉप है. करेक्ट इसका होगा I am truly shocked by your behavior, और लास्ट में सिर्फ मार्क ऑफ इंटरजेक्शन होगा, फुल स्टॉप नहीं होगा. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट यूज ऑफ डैश. रूल 1 is words and phrases between dashes are not generally part of the subject. Example, Joe dash and his wife Trusty Mutt dash was always welcome. Let's talk about second rule. Dashes replace otherwise mandatory punctuation such as the commas after Eva and 2020 in the following examples. Without dash, the man from Ames, Eva, arrived full stop. With dash, the man, उसके बाद dash, he was from Ames, Eva dash arrived. Let's talk about rule number 3. Some writers and publishers prefer spaces around dashes. For example, Joe dash and his trusty Mutt dash was always welcome. Let's talk about the next punctuation mark, use of hyphen. First rule is use a hyphen to join two or more words. serving as a single adjective before a noun. For example, a one hyphen way street या chocolate cover peanuts या well known author. And the second rule is use a hyphen with compound numbers. 46, it is a compound number. 63, it is also a compound number. Our much loved teacher was 63 years old. Yes, 63 years old is also a compound number, and we have used a hyphen between compound numbers. Let's talk about rule number 3. Use a hyphen with the prefixes as self or with the suffix elector between a prefix and a capitalized word and with the figures or letters. For example, ex-husband, self-assured, mid-September, all-inclusive, mayor-elect, anti-American and t-shirt. You can see the uses of hyphen. And let's study about use of inverted commas. It is also called quotation mark. The first rule is to mark the beginning and the end of a direct speech. This is done so as the speaker's words are expressed exactly as spoken word by word. You can see example, inverted comma, I will go to Delhi before I reach Manali on a bike. Inverted comma is closed, comma, Pinky said. It is a direct speech, and you can see that it is used for expressing direct thought. And the second rule is to mark a certain word or a phrase that's being quoted from another place or person. We also use the inverted commas to mark a significant word or phrase in a sentence. For example, we call this phenomenon the water cycle. Or the second example is one of Michael Jackson's hit song is called Billie Jean. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe this channel. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप लोगों का जो इतना समय दिए, और आप कृपया इस वीडियो का नोट बनाना बिल्कुल ना भूलें. नोट बनाते जाइए और मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि और इजी वे से आपको समझाने का प्रयास करूंगा अगली वीडियो में. ये वीडियो काफ़ी लंबी हो रही थी, इसलिए मैंने हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया, इंग्लिश टू इंग्लिश सारे रूल समझाए हैं. बाकी आप लोग देख ही रहे हैं अपने देश की स्थिति भयावह होती जा रही, इसलिए स्टे एट होम, स्टे सेफ, घर पर रहें, सुरक्षित रहें. एक बार पुनः धन्यवाद. हाँ, अपने अधिक से अधिक मित्रों तक इस वीडियो को शेयर अवश्य करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें. आपको बेहतर से बेहतर मटेरियल दिया जाएगा जिससे कि आपके अध्ययन में कोई बाधा उत्पन्न ना हो.